Welcome back, folks, to the Blizzard ANZ Pro League, brought to you by GameStar. We're going to slide on into Fuely versus yours. Unfortunately, we've had to walk over initiative in the first round, so that gives OSC Elite a point. Poor initiative has been stuck in traffic, however, the timer for the walkover has long since passed. So, condolences to him. It's one of those things that happens from time to time, I suppose. But the good news is that we do get to march on into a TVZ.
Yes, indeed we do. And the map is going to be Odyssey, so it's definitely going to be a tough map here for Fuely to get around yours. And hopefully he has himself something special cooked up for yours, or I think yours is just going to be able to control the map too well.
Yeah, quite possibly. You know, as a Zerg, I don't know how you feel, but I really don't like Odyssey. Too many I just have trouble with the third base at times. If the Terrans get a solid position with a siege tank spread and they use that grassy area to their advantage, oh my god, it's just such a pain in the butt. But that's more due to me being bad at the game. So I'm sure yours won't have that view. But I do have faith in Fuely. I think he's been quite an impressive player so far. I don't know what kind of a record he has against a guy like yours, though.
Yeah, I can't say for certain either, but he has taken scalps here and there in the weeklies that we have on. I can't name who he's taken, but I definitely know he has taken some of those kind of tier 2 Zergs down and taken a map or two off tier 1s. So, I mean, it is only a best of one, so he definitely could have something here.
That's it. It's all about that preparation. So let's see what these guys have to offer to us here on Odyssey. In the top left, spawning in the green trunks, representing 1F Pro. This is yours.
And down in the bottom left, in the red, representing the OSC Elite, it is Fuely.
Well spotted there. And already opting for that gas first here. A lot of the Terrans that we've been watching in these TVZs have been going for that sort of 1-1-1 play right off the bat. We've seen a lot of Hellion into Banshee, that sort of stuff coming back into fashion once again, and I think that's a really solid opener. I'm keen to see what Fuely goes with. The other big question, I suppose, is he going to be with Bio, or is he going to make it happen?
Well, with Hellions and Hellbats being so flexible right now in the meta, I would be surprised if we did see kind of like an interesting variant of some kind of Hellbat attack. There's like Marine Hellbat, there's Cyclone Hellbat, there's even Hellions mixed in with the Hellbats as well for the little bit of range. And something like that, if it unscattered or scattered incorrectly by yours, it can do devastating damage at the third base.
It absolutely can. So we'll have to wait and see what his choice will be. He's going to open up with a Reaper as usual and grab himself a command center here at the natural base. I guess on yours side of the map, he hasn't gone for pull first or anything like that. So it's not like he can sneak any links past and try and get a cheeky tap on that SCV build in the CC. Be more about defending against that Reaper.
Yeah, nothing super special going to be coming out there. I'm interested to see what Fuel's going to do here after the Reaper, and it is going to be straight into Reactor. No Marine to kind of push away the stray Overlords, but it looks like it's going to be quickly into Hellions here for Fuely.
Indeed. We'll see if he can hold on to some map control, possibly roast some drones with that. But,
this is a very nice little play by Fuely, though. Coming straight to the third base. You also was going to be sneaky and get the drone out there early, but almost. Almost.
Nice.
But that was pretty nice. Like, although he's not really forcing the Reap attacks in the natural, he's already causing a pain here at the third base. Yours thought he was going to get away with a cheeky 2-minute 45 base.
Yeah, dream on, pal. Not this time. And in fact, that Extractor gets so close to finishing. He's trying to get rid of this Reaper with those lings, but unfortunately, being slow lings, they do take a bit of a beating on their way out there, but yours does manage to drop that third hatchery.
Yeah, not at a too bad a time either. right around 3 minutes is pretty optimal anyway. But he was trying to sneak out a little bit early there.
Yeah, well, wherever you can get an edge, you take it, right? So
Yeah.
can't blame him for trying. But for now, you know, he's got a building. He's still continuing to drone behind this, and speed is just now kicking in as well. So hopefully that'll help him keep tabs on what Fuely's doing and defend against these harassment units.
Not really watching this replay, and he will have to lose that there, unfortunately. Lings do stay alive, but down to the red health. And, well, actually, Yor's making a lot more Lings right now, and quick Viking coming out here as well for Fuely to push away Overlords, but Yor's going into the pneumatized carapace. Going to be a little bit of a nuisance here, but it's going to take him a little bit longer to kill off these Overlords. Has to micro that Viking. But yeah, like, interesting for the Viking, though, I want to say, is he's definitely going to be clearing a path up the top side of the map to send his Liberator.
Yeah.
But it has been kind of scattered out here by Yours. His Overlord to the south came in, went straight through the bases, scattered out the tech lab. And actually, the tech lab is researching Cloak, but there's a Liberator coming out, and that's what Yours did scout. He's trying to get in here to see what the second unit is going to be out of the starport, but going to be pushed away here, unfortunately.
He will be pushed away, but that does mean that he's actually going to find the armory too, so he knows, okay, cool, that's what I have installed for me here. I got to watch out for them Hellbats, especially as he's continuing to produce those, and it'll likely be mech coming out here.
This is kind of interesting here. Like, if he's going for a Hellbat timing at the third, or he's just going to go straight in the front door, actually, here.
Well,
how's he going to play this?
Front door is where all the juicy meat of the Zerg is going to be. There's definitely some drones to roast at the third base too, though, so we'll see what he goes with. Okay, he's actually going to swing the Liberator around, maybe? It's kind of just sitting in the middle of the map right now while the rest of his army attacks.
Oh, wow, these Hellbats are starting to do a little bit of damage. Viking is kind of swirling around where the Liberator should be, but this attack didn't really get anything done for Fuely here. Not even going to kill that other queen, so not much damage done at all there by Fuely. Liberator does go into the main, but Yours was ready in time.
He certainly was. Yeah, that was a suboptimal push from Fuely. Really didn't get his money's worth there, and the Liberator also struggled to get anything done. In fact, it doesn't have a single kill on it. So far those early game harassment units haven't been able to do too much for him. Behind this, though, he has made that third CC. He's going to finish it up shortly. Nice snipe there for Yours, though.
Yeah. A little bit of annoyance there for Fuely, but man, that attack really not doing much. Doesn't put a lot of confidence in defending his third base for his next kind of transition to mech. Yours, I should say, moving into a fourth base, teching up like a madman right now, going into Hydrogen, Infestation Pick coming down, getting a... Oh, I thought he was going to throw down a second Hydrogen for a second, but switches to a Hatchery at the last second. But yeah, he's droning, he's teching, he's going to have everything else on to be prepared for mech because of that push.
Exactly, and seeing that Infestation finish up just before 7 minutes hits, you know he can plunge straight into that hive tech, get himself those all-important Vipers, or engaging that mech army, and then things come much easier for the Zerg to be able to deal with the Terran force. But for now, he does have a lot of tech going on, so the focus will be on finishing up that 1-1, maybe getting a few more roaches out on the field for the defense if he needs it. Could even pressure if he's feeling extra brave, but generally not recommended once the Terran has taken their third with a whole bunch of siege tanks.
Yeah, I think let's play for Yours right now. Now that he did pretty much stifle that push, he's now got all the bases. His creep spread's starting to look really nice. His hive is almost done. We probably won't see Yours really kind of push out unless he maxes out really fast. And he'll get out there with the Vipers, actually even throwing in some Swarm hosts into the mix.
Excuse me? Swarm hosts?
I wonder if that was an accident, because he only ended up making 2.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you remember there was the longest time where people just end up making like 1 Swarm host. It's just like every game a misclick. Some people actually used it to like trigger the Widow Mines in the Biomine parade through the middle of the map phase of TVZ, but yeah, I mean, they can definitely be annoying. Even like a couple of Locusts will kill a whole bunch of workers if they get into a mineral line, so
Yeah,
Always a use for these units.
Vision very good here for yours as well. Spots this Hellion run by coming around to the left side. Has a bunch of roaches there in preparation, and a scan going down the main just to see if Hive is done. Hive, in fact, is done. And Fuely's going to be a little bit worried.
Yeah, you gotta be a tad careful once those juicy Vipers get in the mix. We've got a 75 drone economy for both players here. So they are well and truly in the position where they're happy with their work accounts. They're focusing on teching up, fleshing out that army. And this is the cool part, really, of mech versus Zerg, because it's where we see those huge armies flash and start to see the sort of tier 3 units come out and really shine. And he's still trying to do damage with these Hellions, but he's not having a lot of luck, is he?
No, this didn't quite have blue flame just yet, so they couldn't fry off the Zerglings, and a nice little wrap around there for yours. And coming into the third base here, Siege Tank gonna scare him away for now, but he does pick up a Cyclone before leaving. And yeah, yours back on the other side of the map, double expanding now, taking his 5th and 6th base at the same time.
Yeah, he's not holding back, that's for sure. Going straight for all those bases, making sure he's set up for everything he can possibly need now and forever. I like the creep spread on this base too, because now he's been alerted to the fact that that command center was going to land here, and he's able to move up to deny it.
Yeah, Scan goes down to try and find the army, but it's right up in his face. And actually, a Ling run by heading around the top side of the map as well. Going to try and pull Fuely out of position with the army at the front, and then try and run by.
Oh, those Hydras though. Danger zone for this command center. I actually don't think he can save this. He's just zoned out. Oh, the duck's going off on this army. Pulls in 2 tanks and a Thor. Another Thor is soon to follow, and they all get taken out for very little cost to yours.
Yeah, very nice little play there by yours. Just picking off little by little. He still has that Ling run by and play in the back, but there is some good opportunity. The Blinding Clouds wouldn't be too effective right now, so the duck's definitely going to be a lot more worth it for him right now.
Oh, this has got the fighters. Fuely having a bit of a rough time here, losing these bulky units to what's not even the biggest Zerg force. It's just difficult once that many Vipers are out with a whole bunch of energy. He's making another 3 behind this, as he has lost a few in the process.
Yeah, a little bit of rapport movement there by yours. Loses a lot of army, but the Ling run by finally pounces in, gets 6 workers, and he's forced the second base completely off the line. Going to try and duck up into the main, and he does get through.
Fuely, my friend, this is going to be so painful. It's the last thing you want to deal with right now.
Yeah, smart servos in Fuely now. This could help him out a little bit with his run bys. You kind of zoom in with the Hellions, quick change into Hellbats, and then just roast a mineral line. So yours now has to be on the lookout.
He sure does, but he's got plenty of bases to go around. The creep spread's looking pretty good as well. He's got his side of the map more or less covered. At the very least, this strip through the middle has a fair few tumors through it. So Fuely is well and truly into Zerg territory at the moment. And it looks like he's kind of not sure where to go now.
He actually has quite a strong timing here with this mech army. If he can find himself an opening, find a base to load up on. He has quite a large army compared to yours. It's before Broodlord, but his timing's starting to run out.
Yeah, he's had a bit of trouble establishing that new base. Again, Locusts here in the background have been doing some work. Only 9 workers have been killed, but he can't mine from that base. And even the command center is starting to take some damage now. So it looks like he's taking your advice and saying it was finally time to move forward. He's going to siege up one of these bases and try his luck. 9 Broodlords are morphing there.
Splitting up his tank quite nicely. Parasitic bombs go down to split up these Vikings, but this allows him time to split up his siege tanks. And that actually allows him to get quite a nice little position here, but he has lost a lot of his anti-air power against these Broodlords. They have morphed, and Fuely's going to try and go home now.
Yeah, he has no choice, but at the same time he's on creep, and these Hydras are out for blood. They've got Broodlords to back him up, so he may lose a fair few units on the way out. A couple of tanks, or a tank and a Hellbat rather, go down at the back there, but it's a rough spot for Fuely.
Yeah, chasing him all the way back home. The Locusts are in once again at that natural base, trying to pick off whatever they can. Oh, actually, a little bit of a pounce there. The Vipers start yanking a lot of things there. Oh,
work.
But we're back. Thor's starting to go down. Siege Tank, Siege up in the back, actually doing quite good. But now the Brood Lords are here. He needs to unsiege a couple so he doesn't lose his entire army to Siege Tank Splash. But he's just losing way too much right now. Yours is maintaining his supply near max, and yours dropping, almost dipping below 100 now.
Yeah, that 6-base Zerg economy is not very forgiving. Fuely's been stuck on 3-base for a while. He has got that 4th base up and running now, but his natural hasn't been mining for a little bit either. GG comes down, and yours grabs that last point there for 1F Pro.
Yeah, that last point also secures the victory for 1F Pro, winning in a 3-1 fashion.
That's it. Yeah, very well done to 1F Pro. Getting their win there in the final match that they play in this round robin of the first season of hopefully many more to come of the Pro League. So
this has been absolutely awesome. There's no shortage of good games.
That's it. Yeah, they've been absolutely fantastic, and it's a bit of a shame that we missed our first match tonight due to some unforeseen traffic issues for one of the players. But not to worry, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of these guys in the future. And that about wraps up most of the placing for these teams. There are 5 teams in total. The grand finals is yet to be played on Tuesday night next week, the 19th, 7 p.m. AEDT. And that, I assume, Insana, you're very excited about it.
Yes, I could be very excited. Definitely looking forward. It's a week 1 rematch, but it is for the real stuff this time around. So we're expecting a big match from Legacy, and I don't think we can be disappointed either way at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, your team's done a fantastic job throughout this tournament, going undefeated in the round robin stage, securing their win quite early, their seed rather, into that grand finals. There we have the scoreboard. Played 4, won 4, lost 0. Legacy sneaking in there for the grand finals over Downfall in some exciting matches there, having won 3 of their series after a rough week 1. Now Downfall sitting in the middle there, impressed everyone, I think.
Yeah,
had some fantastic games, narrowly missing out on that grand final spot, playing for winning 2. And 1F Pro and OSC Elite sitting at 4th and 5th place. And they've had a bit of a rough time in this team league, but I gotta say, that scoreboard really doesn't reflect the fact that most of their matches, they did not go out without a fight. It was an ace match situation for a lot of those, so it's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
there's been a lot of whirlwind series this season. I think the one I think stood out to me the most, I think, was Legacy versus 1F Pro. Going back to that match, every game was an upset. If we go back to review that one really quick. So we had map 1 was Mio versus Probe. Probe obviously would be the favorite, but Mio, man, you don't know what's coming. Managed to topple over Probe there, yeah. And then map 2 we had Battle the Broadwalk with Rise versus Azure. It's a funny map. Rise, he's a very, very cheeky and strategic Protoss. He has builds. He just has endless. He's like our own little hitman down in the OCE region, and pulls out the snipe when he was needed, and took down Azure to put himself in a 2-0 lead. But that took us to the matches where we had Yours and Wally versus Notorious Big and Runamuck, and the Zergs were definitely favoured in their matches too. But the Terrans, man, of Legacy, they came up big, forced it to ace match, and Pro was able to go out there and finish what he started game number 1.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a really impressive run from Legacy, and it's always really exciting when you get that reverse sweep on the other team being down 2-0 in the beginning there. So that was definitely a great match, and 1F Pro, they made it difficult for Legacy, that's for sure.
Indeed, yeah.
In that match.
At the point where it was 1F Pro 2-0, everyone was almost expecting, oh man, it's got to be 3-0 from here. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what Legacy had to force that ace match and now down 0-2.
That's it. And, like, I mean, Legacy from week 2 onwards put in some amazing preparation, so I'm very keen to see how they match up against your guys in SYF coming into that grand finals. All the teams certainly have a lot of practice facing off against each other here, so I definitely hope that this tournament beyond the grand finals can continue so that we can see more of this and continue building those awesome storylines that we've been getting throughout the tournament here in the test pilot season, the first of its kind in our region. So it's been absolutely great. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Once again, a big congratulations to 1F Pro for winning the match tonight. Any final words from you, Insano?
I mean, this is probably my last cast for the season, so I want to give a huge shout out to the guys at Blizzard ANZ, GameStar, and of course the casters for bringing it all together and just putting on an amazing show for the last couple of weeks for us.
Absolutely, yeah. Big thanks to Blizzard and to GameStar for making this show awesome. I'm kind of actually a little bit sad because it's the second last night of this Pro League, and I'm not ready to let it go. It feels like it was over so quickly. So it's been a good, fun month. And yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So guys, please make sure you don't miss the grand finals, which is going to be on Tuesday the 19th. That's next week at 7 p.m. AEDT. As always, it'll be myself and Death once again will be joining us for that match, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So get on Twitter, get on Facebook, whatever social media you use, and hype that up because we really want to go out with a bang here. So yeah, that's it from us, folks. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Hope to see you next week. Take care and good night.
I do actually have, one more shout out.
Oh, one more shout out.
These two guys have been doing a great job for content creation from this tournament, and that's Ryan NXZ Jones with the Ryan recap every week, going over the game, building up a bit of hype between the games with his previews as well. And also a big shout out to Wolf, who's been doing the production behind the scenes on that one as well. So if you want to catch maybe a recap, he hasn't quite done it this week yet, guys. So go follow Ryan at Ryan Ed Jones on Twitter, and keep an eye out for the next Ryan recap. It's a good show.
Alrighty, guys. We'll also make sure we retweet that when it's on. Hopefully we'll throw that out there. That's a good call out. Insano, we've missed shouting that out on stream a couple of times already. So hopefully we'll continue having his content follow us into further seasons in the future if this tournament continues as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, guys. And this time, good night for real. We'll see you next week.